Brian and Katie, we have been looking forward to this moment for such a long time. Now in a few minutes I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I'm going to say, do you love her? Do you love him? And you're going to say, I do. I mean, of course you love each other. Look at her, she's gorgeous. Look at him, he's a stud. We've got this. That's a piece of cake.
Take a look outside, that color's getting through your window. If you know what's right, you'll get yourself under my skin.
Dear Katie, the list of reasons that I love you has continued to grow, and I expect that it will grow forever. It began with your playfulness. In the beginning, you and I were out with friends to do some dancing. We had just met, and you had no problem dancing to oldies with me. You did not instantly fall in love with me, and I liked that. I wanted you to have everything you desired out of life. I just wanted to be a part of it.
I can't remember my whole last weekend. I think I may have been playing pretend. Is it just me, or are we two kids again? Doing nothing, even doing nothing on the weekend.
I told her that we needed to plan a trip to go see some family of mine in New York. And I think she was starting to get a little bit suspicious, so I made some fake plane tickets, you know, that would check out if she looked online.
We got to the airport and he couldn't check in, something was wrong with his ticket, so we went up to the counter and he said, you know, I have a flight from Tampa to Paris.
Katie's flipping out, you know, twisting my side, we're going to Paris.
And I said, Tampa to where? We get there and it's the afternoon and we decide to go to the Eiffel Tower. So he sets up his camera on a tripod and I'm kind of standing out there waiting for him and he says, can I give you one last surprise? Got down on one knee and he asked me to marry him.
With Katie, I just had to, the best thing that I could possibly think of I had to do. Once I had that in my head, there was nothing else, there was no turning back, had to happen.
I can't remember my whole last weekend. I think I may have been playing pretend. Is it just me?
I remember the call when you proposed, right? I got that call from Paris, and I remember thinking I never knew it was possible to be so desperately happy for someone when they sounded so desperately happy.
Lights in your eyes. Is it just me, or are we having a good time? Doing nothing, even doing nothing on the weekends.
In my pocket, I have your vows. They have been carefully guarded for the last 24 hours. And Brian, you have the privilege of reading yours to Katie first.
I, Brian, promise to you, Katie, that I will stand for you. I promise that I will stand behind you in times when you need support. I promise that I will stand before you when you need protection or guidance. But most of all, I promise to stand beside you. Together we will endure life's struggles, and together we will rejoice in life's blessings.
I, Katie, promise you, Brian, to stand by your side and be your loving and faithful wife. I promise to grow with you, learn from you, share in all your hopes and dreams, goals and adventures. I love you unconditionally, accepting both your faults and your strengths, just as you accept mine, and will continue to love you faithfully through joy, sadness, triumph, and disappointment. I can't wait to be your partner in all things as we begin our life and greatest adventure together.
I can't remember my whole last weekend. I think I may have been playing pretend. Is it just me?
I knew that you were going to be something special for Brian. I saw a light in him that I hadn't seen before. I don't think when you first started dating Brian, you knew that you would be gaining me as your third wheel in this relationship. To be honest, you never made me feel uncomfortable. Never made me feel like a third wheel. I absolutely love that about you.
Good time doing nothing, even doing nothing on the weekends. Oh, nothing on the weekends. Nothing on the weekends. Oh, nothing on the weekends.
come a few times a year, but I love you and all of these other things because they prove that you are willing to be my wife at every point in my life, no matter how short or seemingly small. I know you will never take even the smallest break. For that, I love you.
Is that recording at all times? Got that?
We are choo-chooing.
The whole time we've been, oops, sorry.
What's up?
So how long are you gonna be here? All night?
She takes a lot of selfies. Come on, get in, like, act like you love me.
It's go time.
Yeah, you got it.
Amateur hour.
All right.
Just a bunch of emotion right now.
Check.